that the Chinese government is competent in a way that the U.S. government is just not, and
Yes.
many Western governments are not. If
Yes.
China wants to build a high-speed rail, they build a high-speed rail. If they
Yeah.
want to build a dam in order to get water from point A to point B, they do it. Like
Right.
these mega projects. If they want to put a solar cell in space in order to get in, they do it. We can't do that stuff.
No.
Like the red tape that gets involved, the amount of money that people want to make off of it, all of this stuff gets in the way. We don't even have high-speed rail in this country. China
Yeah.
has it all over the country.
Yeah.
And so there's a level of competence that comes along with the way the government is structured and the way the government is oriented. By the same token, I remember KJ tried to break down to me the way the government operates, like the way they elect people and the
Right.
way it's funneled all the way up to the top. But
Right.
it's almost like you create this kind of bureaucracy as you go up that, from our point of view in this country, we would say, well, that's not really democracy. By the
Mhm.
same token, they are competent. Like competence matters. Like the
Very-
notion that the government can get things done is important. If I'm, if I want to, if we want to send somebody to the moon, okay, that takes a certain amount of technical competence. And if your government can accomplish that, you think to yourself, wow, the government did a good job.
Yep.
If your government needs to get water from point A, and by the way, many of these projects are done for the public interest.
Yeah.
It's not like in America where, they siphon all of this money away to the billionaires or to the rich and everything else. And the amount of money that they're spending on the poor, or the amount of money they spend on Social Security, or the amount of money they find, especially in Republican administrations, find ways to grab that money back where people are just struggling. Whereas in China, it seems like their focus is more towards how do we make life better for the population? How do we make life better in sense of the world? How do we have win-win relationships around the world? That is a different model of operation. And so, oh man, as an American, it's hard for me to say yes, even though I kind of want to say yes. It's a freedom issue, right?
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff I say here, I would never be able to say in China.
Mhm.
And I'm so accustomed to that. And I grew up with that. But then the question becomes, are you willing to give up some freedoms? Would I even be this animated if those things were taken care of in the way they're not taken care of in America? It's almost like the fact that America is failing as an empire gives me my job in a way that may not necessarily be the case in China, where I may not be motivated to make that argument because they're not necessarily failing as an empire. I mean,
Right.
every country has problems.
Every country. Yeah. We're not